In today's installment, we're going to talk about how to use the forward slant angle as a seventh chord to do basic rock and roll and blues changes using the 1-4-5 progression that we're all familiar with. So the 1 chord in key of G, fret 7, right here. Now to get your C7th, you do an angle right on the 7th fret. That's strings 2, 3, and 5. And we've dropped the bar back 1/2 step, 1 fret here onto fret 6 for this lower pitch. And that's how you go from a 1 to the 4 chord, back to the 1 chord, to the 4 chord, to the 1 chord. So we just use the angle forward slant that we learned earlier in a different way. Now if we want to take this one more step, we play the 1 chord, we're on G, fret 7, and you're just going to have to learn this little thing I'm doing here. That's string 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going 4, 3, and then playing the chord. I'm playing 2 notes with my thumb. And then I do that little, and then I bring the bar back. But you don't do it here, you do it here. See, you have a tendency to want to put it in the turned position and do the little, and it's going to come in flat. So you have to train yourself to go. And this is a way to play rhythm when you're out there with a band and you're looking for a little sound to put in and you want it to be kind of a comp or a rhythm. You can play this. Now let's take the progression just slightly farther. And this time when I come back in, I'm going to play a G7th. And here it goes. That's C7. That last little thing there was the G7th. That's C7, G. Now that's G7, so that's leading to C7, the 4 chord. Now we're going to go to the 5 chord, or the D7th, and that's right here. You go up 2 frets and do your angle, so you're going to be on fret 8 and 9. That's D7th. Fret 8, strings 5, 3, and 2. Let's play the whole progression now. You can think of it as, here's your 4, there's 5, walk back to 4, and to 1. Then you want a 4 chord on 1. That'll lead you to the 4 chord right here. You're right back to your home base of fret 7. Now you want that D chord up here. I think I called it an A chord a minute ago, but it's a D7. C7 and G. Well, everybody knows the 5 chord, when you play it as a 7th, that brings you back to 1. But let's think about this for a second. That's D7th, and we knew that G7th is here. So let's play that, but in the D spot. So D is up here on 14, and we're going to go backwards 2 frets for the D7 sound. Just like this G sound. But up here in D it sounds like this. That tells me that D7 is right here on the 12th fret. Now let's go back to what we've been playing. Now we'll play the 5 or the D7 chord. Well, you're really not that far away from 12 now. And then you resolve back to G. That's a pretty cool little sound. This would be D7, sliding backwards to D7, sliding back to G. Now let's make it sound like a lick. That's a pretty cool way. I mean, you're out there playing in a band and that might be all you get. You know, the guitar player and the keyboard's, you know, stealing all the time, and you got to try to pinch a few notes in there. And it's, you come into that little turnaround right before you come back to your 1 chord, and you might play something like, and you know, that might be enough for your little part. You clean that up, make it sound good. You know, so try that a few times, sliding into 12, and then on that energy you slide backwards to your angle here on the 8th and 9th fret. But you'll be coming out of, so you hit again, then you hit coming into the G. Sounds a little Western swingy. You could almost get a little Commander Cody out of that. So that'll be our lick of the day.